Yeah, we have one slide.
You gotta get a video.
Go down to garage.
What language is that?
What was your game of the day, Kevin?
Oh, well, you know, I spent a little, well, I'm not going to say game of the day yet. I'm just going to talk a little bit about what I did. I did a lot of stuff today. Today was a day of I think people were a little less enthusiastic as they were yesterday, which is a positive thing. And so lines were a little more manageable. I came back and played another level of Donkey Kong Country Returns, and that seems like it's the best. Like I just love that game. I think it's great. I think it's a super duper game. But the 3DS has so much promise. But I might just have to go to NBA Jam. That was fun. I was a dick about it, but I thought it was super fun. So that's my game of the day, right? It's NBA Jam. Moving on. How about you, Corey?
Oh, what do you think? Rock
oh
Band
yeah.
3.
Yeah,
Rock Band 3. That is it.
You played Rock Band.
Oh snap! I played the keyboards on Break On Through to the other side, and it was awesome.
But see, Rock Band Z3 seems like it's a great game because of things you weren't able to really play. I mean, it had a keyboard, which is nice, so you played that, but the rest of it's just Rock Band. You just huge Rock
Saying
Band.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Ugh. Why? That song is like probably going to be the opposite of Say It Ain't So. Like in terms of an incredibly, it's a huge long song that now everyone's going to want to play over and over and over again. Like I had a good time, but who knows the harmonies? And the part of the fun of that song is it's got incredible harmonies.
Well, now you can learn them.
I guess so. No, I'm just being a devil's advocate. You are a huge fan of the Rock Band
Being the
series.
devil.
Okay.
That game was great, and I won't hear anything to the otherwise.
The only part that's bad about it is that I don't have it right now.
Exactly. And also, the guitar, the one you're going to want, is going to be a bajillion dollars.
I was thinking maybe I'll probably just get that one with all the buttons. Whoa! Man, they had those fancy-ass, like, Mad Catz full-size guitars, though. Those are crazy.
And the Ion Super Drums?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What makes the super drums so super?
They're like an electronic drum.
They're essentially electronic drums.
It's basically like the guitar, only they had those last game around.
And you can basically just turn around and plug them into a computer or amp or whatever.
Super drum.
And I've never played on those before until today, and they were pretty great. And I rocked out pretty hard. I think we did do that.
Travis,
Yes, sir.
what's your favorite game of the day?
Nambo Jam. Or NBA Jam, rather.
Oh, okay. I thought you played some other game.
No.
Nambo Jam.
You didn't play the DS game, Nambo Jam? Nambo Jam,
Work
Dog
For the
Spelunker.
3DS? No, NBA.
Dog Splunker.
Spelunker. Dog Spelunker.
Dog
Nambo Jam.
Splunker.
Yeah.
NBA Jam is an incredible game, and I really enjoyed it. And I played with you, Garrett. And
Thumbs up.
Which one of you was the fucking buffalo?
I was the buffalo.
He was the buffalo. We played
Yeah.
as the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Mhm.
I was Kevin Durant. Travis was
Rumble.
the mess.
It was a lot of fun.
It was way more fun than I was expecting it to be.
It's fucking NBA Jam. It's a classic game.
Well,
that you
still,
pull
they
out
could-
of
they
the
could have
Super
fucked it
Nintendo.
up.
They could have fucked it up in.
Which Acclaim did with NBA Jam 99.
Oh yeah.
Which was awful.
And I played enough NBA Jam back then where I was kind of tired of NBA Jam, and now I'm like,
Well,
I can
fair.
play some more NBA Jam.
Just because it's updated rosters, right? And
Yeah.
nothing's funnier than seeing little Kobe Bryant and little Pau Gasol, and they're weird because
Goofy, awesome art style.
they have. So the art style
the
is like
creepiest
blocky,
face.
blocky, chunky characters. Not chunky, actually. They but like blocky characters that their heads have 3 frames of animation on them.
Yeah, they're photos.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Kind of one that's over the shoulder, one that's like looking forward.
I wonder if they got them to pose for these photos. They must have.
I know they motion capped the shooting. That guy was telling me because Kevin Durant has this like fadeaway shot that is his own little signature thingamajig, and he was like, yeah, they had him come in and do that.
So they probably took pictures of these. They told these people to make like goofy faces and then took the pictures that they used.
Yeah.
If people who are listening or people who are reading about these sorts of things online were able to play the version of the game, play the game that we played today, they will purchase the game.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. Corey said, this game is going to sell millions. And I said, only if people overcome the fact that they're like, NBA Jam, this probably sucks the dick. Probably puts the dick in its mouth. I'd rather play Nambo Jam, Dog Spelunker.
Are you saying Dog Spelunker?
Yeah, like it's a caving game. You're a dog.
So it's not getting inside of a dog. So
Well,
Veterinarian DS.
You're the one who played it.
And And Nambo Jam was really good in 3D.
I was hoping it was Nambonimals.
3D dogs,
Because
Fluffer.
there's so many animals games.
Corey and I played
Bonimals.
Invisimals, which was...
I suppose you could say
the less
that.
said about it, the better. It's a PSP game where
I wish it was invisible.
the camera, with a PSP camera, and it's augmented reality. That's the word I was looking for. Augmented reality. So you
Of
kind
the
of
table that you have to have to
Yeah.
play it.
it's a table with some colored things. You find creatures and, well, I mean, it's no Nambo Jam. It's no Nambo Jam. I played I've played both the Wiitron game and the full, PS3, Xbox, whatever console it's gonna be on. I played it on PS3 Tron game, and the PS3 Tron game was like it's like an action game that stylistically looks very pretty, and it looks like next generation, rah, rah, rah. But the actual game itself was so tedious. It was really, I died like a million times. It was just
And that game is about to come out.
Alright, yeah. It's just, I was like, okay, this is a game that will come out to middling reviews. There you go.
There's you another mediocre movie game.
Yeah.
And I played Metroid.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Metroid.
That might be a bigger deal.
I played Metroid.
Tron.
Check this out. This is how we're gonna do this. I played Metroid. Oh, you can hold that.
I can hold this camera.
Yeah.
It says out.
There you go. I played Metroid, and it's really great. Everyone has this fear that you're holding the thing like this, and then you have to hold it like this to shoot. This is not a Wii remote; it's a phone. But
I'm glad you specified that.
yes, and I had that same thing going into playing it. And at first you're like, well, what do I do? How do I actually started the game because it's like point at this thing and you hit go. And so I was holding it at the screen, and it was a point where you just needed to side scroll, and I'm like, what do I do now? Because I wasn't thinking correctly, and then I was like, oh, I turn it back and now I can move and everything's great. But once you get over that, you see a couple of things that trigger you to think to yourself, I need to shoot this in first person, colored squares or whatever. Like, oh, this is a latch, this has to be shot this way. And then you figure it out and you can go back and forth pretty quickly in your brain. Once you figure that out, it's awesome. And it's really quick. We almost died. She's super fast, it's really tight. Man, when I say that, it just...
Please stop. The fact that you keep bringing it up as if it's bad makes it bad.
No, I'm not saying that's bad. Okay, never mind. She's really quick. The controls are really great. I had to say that different that time.
So you eventually got used to it.
Oh yeah,
how
you
it
get
controlled.
used to it in no time. If you've played Super Metroid, you're fine. It's kind of like what I was telling these guys. It's not exactly like this, but it's kind of like a Super Metroid and Shadow Complex, and they put them together into a mixer, and they said, will it blend? And then it does.
Okay, so you say Super Metroid plus Shadow Complex, but Shadow Complex is Super Metroid plus Unreal Engine. So
Shadow
would this
Complex
be-
is Super Metroid plus shooting in the background.
Okay,
Plus shooting in the background.
sorry.
And so you do a lot of that. Because the enemies come from all directions, and you just kind of point at them and shoot them, and she shoots in the background and the foreground. Or you could go into first person and shoot them like that. So yeah, there you go.
Okay.
It's about a
So-
10-minute demo. But.
So even though you got used to the controls, do you think they're preferable that way, or is it just you got used to it? Like, would you prefer a nunchuck setup?
I mean, if they did, you would be fine. There's no reason for them not to, but because they're doing that,
Sure.
it works. They figured out how to make it work, and it's fine. But if you had the nunchuck and all the other stuff, you would also be fine. So, I don't know. I wouldn't say that it has to be that way.
Sure.
They just chose it to be that way.
Okay.
So, but it's still a great game that you need to buy,
Awesome.
according to 10 minutes of playing it.
I don't know. I see the videos and I understand that it's probably fun, but Super Metroid has so much about it that I think is lost in every video that I see, which is this kind of I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. I can't say in words exactly what is missing in this. It just seems too polished and Team Ninja-y. It just seems too produced.
We still need to see more than this one area.
Yeah.
That's
You're not
really all
gonna.
they've shown.
You're not gonna,
Yeah, I know. Not right now, but
or probably at all.
ever. It's really just 10 minutes. The game is 10 minutes long. You beat the boss and you're done.
I assume.
I still have faith. It's like when Retro came out and they said, we're going to make a 3D one. And everyone's like, no, that's never going to work.
But then when you saw the pictures of the 3D one, you were like, oh, this...
No, not everyone was like that.
Well, actually, to be fair, the first images were like these leaked, awful, really kind of blurry and jaggy images. I don't know how people got them. They looked worse than Turok 2.
I mean, I'm
worse than Turok.
I'm pretty biased because
but they were really early. They were really early.
I really love Metroid, so I'm kind of biased. So even if it's, I don't know, even if it turns out to be just okay, I'm like, I really want this game, and I'll buy it, and I'll play it.
We just ran over a hobo.
Yeah,
because of this.
It was a dog actually.
A dog splunker.
It was a dog spelunker.
I'm gonna have to play Metroid Prime or Metroid. Just gonna play Metroid Prime tomorrow. Just all day, a game that's not at E3. I'm gonna have to try it myself tomorrow because I'm a big Metroid fan and I'm not sold on the concept. I guess I just don't have the same enthusiasm about Team Ninja as what did they do? Ninja Gaiden?
Yeah, and Dead or Alive.
Yep,
Beach volleyball.
These are things that I have not
man,
played.
Don't get me started on beach volleyball. What a terrible, terrible thing. It's like if you want something to show people to be embarrassed to be someone who plays video games, get Dead or Alive beach volleyball.
Corey and I played played a PlayStation Move game. It was not the choicest of titles, but we did not have to wait in a line to play it. It was a Toy Story 3
Shooting gallery.
Featuring
Cowboys.
cutout
Cowboy stuff.
Cowboy stuff. We are reporting from a Nintendo fan site, and so as people have mentioned multiple times, oh, you guys must be big Nintendo fans. I've played the Wii, and I understand that the Wii is not the perfect ideal. There was something about the lag in the control, which I don't know is it the game because I've only played one.
Toy Story 3 specifically is out, and when you plug a Move controller in, when it comes out, then this little shooty gallery will come available.
Yes.
So this could be like a real rush job.
Yeah, but it was super laggy, which for a shooting gallery you don't want that.
Yeah.
You want to point to where you can shoot and shoot it.
The thing that I think also didn't help is that there was like the ball had to travel before it would hit the target.
Yeah.
So that probably compounded it. Like it wasn't like you shoot and it instantly like hits.
Yeah, but putting that aside, like I'm gonna have to try maybe Wiimotion.
Resident Evil 5 seemed to be pretty available.
Yes. A PlayStation Move game, like specific game, because
And like right there at the end, there were like 5 or 6 people in line for the big Move booth. So we should get back to that.
Because I'd like to see exactly what's up with that.
So you played Kinect today also.
Kinect. Oh yeah.
It's just the Dance
Less
Central.
said about that, the better as well. No.
Stop right there.
It's okay.
But you danced.
Yeah, I danced in Kinect, and it was not
the harmonic dancing game.
not a title that is really super like showing off how the Kinect works. Mostly it showed off that I can't play that game when it's on a medium difficulty, and I've never played it before.
Yeah.
And what's great about the video that will eventually come out is that it shows me next to 2 people who can do that, and that'll be fun.
Yeah, it's like they were trying to give you more support, but it backfired.
Oh yeah, it just made me feel small.
So we're just got a couple minutes left on the tape. Any closing thoughts?
I guess my closing thought would be that my runner-up excitement game of the day was Nintendorks Cats. Because I think that really works well in 3D. I just like they were tricking me into buying a new Nintendorks.
Oh, already? He's already...
I petted the beagle and I was like, oh, look at him.
I put a pompadour on my...
And it just looks better
Oh.
too, which is nice. So.
Yeah, they were fuzzy looking.
Okay, so let's go around the horn. Favorite games, quick.
We already did that. That was the
I know, we already did.
But worth noting is that Chris Remo almost spilled trash all over me today.
He did. Chris Remo did. Don't apologize for Chris Remo. Chris Remo pushed trash into a trash can, which pushed trash out on you.
And then he just left.
Then he walked away.
Did he look flustered or
No,
did he not notice?
Just didn't notice. Because he's a trash pusher.
Because he's so far above us.
It's like,
Trash pusher.